Welcome to a journey into the heart of the world, where the Amazon rainforest breathes life into our planet every day. Stretching across vast horizons, this endless sea of green holds secrets that have remained hidden from human eyes for centuries. As the morning sun pierces through the dense canopy, it awakens a complex ecosystem that thrives in the shadows and light. High above the ground, the scarlet macaw paints the sky with vibrant colors, a living symbol of freedom in this paradise. These intelligent birds are not just beautiful to look at. They are the loud and social storytellers of the high canopy. Nearby, the toucan displays its magnificent beak, a masterpiece of evolution designed to reach the most delicate fruits of the forest. These ancient trees stand as silent guardians, their roots anchoring the earth while their branches embrace the limit. In the branches below, a family of squirrel monkeys moves with incredible agility, turning the dense forest into their perfect. Life here depends on strong bonds as a young infant clings tightly to its mother for safety amidst the swaying branches. Time seems to stand still for the sloth, a creature that has mastered the art of patience in a rushing world. Its fur is a miniature ecosystem in itself, hosting algae and insects that help it blend perfectly into the green background. Descending from the canopy, we reach the waterways, the lifeblood of the Amazon that connects every living thing in the forest. Here, the mysterious pink river dolphin glides through the dark waters, a legendary creature that seems unlike their ocean cousins. These dolphins possess flexible bodies, allowing them to navigate through the flooded forest with remarkable. The giant river otters are the noisy neighbors of the river, living in tight-knit family groups that hunt and play together. With their sensitive whiskers and powerful tails, they are master swimmers, perfectly adapted to thrive in this watery jungle. On the muddy banks, the caiman lies completely still, soaking up the solar energy needed to fuel its cold-blooded body. Its unblinking eyes watch everything, a reminder that in the Amazon, danger and beauty always exist side by side. The capybara, the world's largest rodent, finds safety in numbers, grazing peacefully while keeping a watchful eye on the river. They often share their space with birds, a perfect example of how different species cooperate to survive in the wild. Further inland, the wetlands reveal giant water lilies, whose massive leaves create floating platforms for smaller creatures of the marsh. A tiny frog finds a vast stage on a single leaf, its vibrant colors serving as a warning to predators. The green anaconda moves with silent power, a heavy giant that becomes weightless and graceful once it enters the water. It relies on stealth rather than speed, using its incredible senses to map out the environment with every flick of its tongue. Stepping onto the forest floor, the light fades into a twilight gloom, where the air is thick with humidity and life. Millions of leafcutter ants work in unison, marching like a miniature army to sustain their complex underground civilization. Despite their size, these insects are the true engineers of the forest, recycling nutrients that keep the jungle growing. The rhinoceros beetle lumbers across the decaying wood, looking like a prehistoric tank armored against the dangers of the wild. Hidden in the shadows, the tarantula waits patiently, sensing the slightest vibration of prey wandering too close to its home. Amidst the struggle for survival, delicate beauty emerges as wild orchids display their petals to attract passing pollinators. A hummingbird darts in to feed, a jewel of energy whose wings beat faster than the human eye can possibly track. Hidden waterfalls carve through the rock, creating secret oases where the sound of rushing water drowns out the jungle chorus. The elusive jaguar steps into the light, the apex predator whose spotted coat mimics the dappled shadows of the forest. Even when vulnerable while drinking, it exudes an aura of absolute confidence, knowing it has no natural enemies here. To look into the eyes of a jaguar is to witness the raw and untamed spirit of the Amazon wilderness itself. Just as quickly as it appeared, the phantom of the forest vanishes, melting back into the green embrace of the jungle. High above, the howler monkey asserts its dominance with a roar that can be heard for miles across the canopy. It is the loudest land animal in the rainforest, using its voice to define territory without the need for physical conflict. The capuchin monkey demonstrates remarkable intelligence, using stones as tools to crack open hard nuts that others cannot access. Their complex social structures allow them to learn from one another, passing down survival skills through generations. The rhythmic drumming of a woodpecker echoes through the trees, a tireless worker carving out a home in dead wood. The basilisk lizard performs a miracle of physics, sprinting across the water's surface to escape predators with lightning speed. Its specialized feet trap air bubbles, allowing it to defy gravity and earn the nickname of the Jesus Christ lizard.
For the dragon's buoyancy.
Flashes of electric blue reveal the morpho butterfly, whose iridescent wings reflect light to dazzle and confuse hungry birds. When it lands and closes its wings, it vanishes instantly, disguised as a dead leaf to hide from prying eyes. The topper, a living fossil, moves silently through the water, using its flexible snout to forage for aquatic plants. Despite its bulky appearance, this gentle giant is a master of stealth, essential for survival in a forest. At the clay lakes, hundreds of parrots gather in a riot of color to consume minerals that neutralize toxins in their diet. This gathering is a rare moment of truce, where different species share the same resource in a vibrant social display. The ocelot rests during the heat of the day, a smaller cousin of the jaguar, but equally skilled as a hunter. Its large eyes are perfectly adapted for night vision, waiting for the sun to set before beginning its nightly patrol. Deep inside a hollow tree, toucan parents tend to their young, providing fruit and protection in their cozy wooden fortress. The forest floor is also home to the giant centipede, an armored predator that scours the leaf litter for prey. The red-eyed tree frog clings to a stem, its startlingly bright eyes serving to startle predators just long enough to... Beneath the surface, piranhas patrol the waters. Often misunderstood, they are actually scavengers that keep the river clean. A river turtle offers a resting spot for butterflies who drink the salt from its tear in a gentle interaction. Crystal clear streams feed into the larger murky rivers, providing fresh water for the myriad of creatures living nearby. The armadillo is a busy excavator, using its sharp claws to dig for termites while relying on its shell for defense. Its poor eyesight is compensated by an excellent sense of smell, guiding it to food sources hidden beneath the earth. The harpy eagle reigns supreme in the canopy, a massive raptor with talons larger than those of a grizzly bear. With vision 8 times sharper than a human, it can spot a monkey moving in the leaves from a mile away. When it takes flight, it moves with surprising stealth, weaving through the dense branches to launch a surprise attack. Tiny marmosets have specialized teeth to gouge holes in tree bark, feeding on the nutritious sap that flows out. In the murky depths, the electric eel navigates using electricity, a living battery capable of generating a powerful shock. Any jumping spider is a charismatic hunter, tracking its prey with 4 pairs of eyes and calculating precise leaps. It pounces with incredible speed, securing its meal without the need for a web, relying entirely on agility. There are predators too. The pitcher plant lures insects into its slippery rim, digesting them to gain vital. For the unwary insect, one slip means becoming nourishment for the plant, a reversal of the usual food chain. The tamandua climbs the trees searching for ants, using its long, sticky tongue to slurp up thousands of insects. Its distinctive coat makes it look like it is wearing a vest, a unique adaptation in the animal kingdom. Roseate spoonbills sweep their unique beaks through the shallow waters, filtering out small crustaceans that give them. The green iguana basks high above the river, ready to drop into the water at the first sign of trouble. Suddenly the sky opens up, and the rainforest earns its name, as a torrential downpour revitalizes the forest inhabitants seek shelter, huddling together under large leaves and branches, waiting for the storm to pass. The rain connects the sky to the river, a cycle of water that sustains the greatest biodiversity on Earth. As quickly as it began, the rain stops, leaving behind a mist that glows under the returning sun's warm embrace. Every leaf now sparkles with crystal droplets, and the forest smells of fresh earth and blooming flowers. The rare Uakari monkey appears, its bright red face a sign of good health and vitality to potential mates. With their bald heads and shaggy coats, they look like wise old men of the forest, observing the world below. The emerald tree boa is a masterpiece of camouflage, draped over a branch like a living vine waiting for prey. Heat-sensing pits along its jaw allow it to see the thermal signature of warm-blooded prey even in total darkness. Tiny white bats roost together under a tent they made from a leaf, looking like fluffy cotton balls. The orchid mantis is a deadly beauty, evolving to look exactly like a flower to lure unsuspecting pollinators, and herds of peccaries roam the forest floor, their constant rooting turning over the soil and helping seeds to germinate. The Hotsun is a bizarre bird that smells like fresh hay, a relic from the past with claws on its wings. It is a poor flyer, preferring to climb through the vegetation in the swampy areas it calls home. The smaller neotropical otter is a solitary hunter, darting through the creeks with energy and speed to catch fish. Clouds of butterflies gather on the riverbanks, creating a kaleidoscope of color as they sip essential salts from the mud. An orb weaver spins a geometric masterpiece, a silken trap that is both a home and a weapon. Morning dew decorates the web, turning the deadly trap into a temporary necklace of pearls suspended in the air. The pygmy marmoset is the smallest monkey on Earth, so tiny it can fit comfortably in the palm of a hand. They move with frantic energy, constantly on the lookout for predators like hawks and snakes that view them as snacks. The coati wanders with its tail held high like a flag, keeping the group together as they forage through the underbrush. The red-capped mannequin performs a moonwalk dance on a branch, a comical and impressive display to win a mate. It snaps its wings at lightning speed to create a buzzing sound, adding an acoustic rhythm to it. The coral snake wears a suit of bright bands, a universal signal in nature that warns others of its potent venom. The glass frog offers a window into life itself. Its transparent skin reveals its beating heart and internal organs. Male glass frogs are devoted fathers, guarding their clutch of eggs day and night from dehydration and hungry wasps. Surprisingly, the sloth is a capable swimmer, using its long arms to paddle across rivers in search of new territory. The jaguarundi looks more like an otter than a cat, a unique feline that hunts during the day in the thickets. In the quiet backwaters, discus fish glide elegantly, their disc-shaped bodies and patterns providing camouflage among the submerged. The Amazon kingfisher waits patiently before diving like a missile, emerging seconds later with a silver prize in its beak. Fungi of all shapes and colors recycle death into life, breaking down dead matter to nourish the next generation of trees. A beautiful caterpillar bristles with venomous spines, a dangerous gummy bear that promises pain to anyone who dares to touch. The black hawk eagle screams from its perch, a raptor of the deep forest that hunts birds and small mammals. The mata mata turtle looks like a pile of debris, using its bizarre appearance to ambush fish that swim too close. It feeds by creating a sudden vacuum, sucking in prey faster than the blink of an eye without even moving. The night monkey peers out sleepily from its hollow. It is the only nocturnal monkey, waking up as others go to sleep. Armed with pincers and a venomous stinger, the scorpion is a survivor that has remained unchanged for millions of years. The great potu is the ghost of the forest, blending so perfectly with dead wood that it becomes invisible in plain sight. With its massive eyes and wide mouth, it looks like a cartoon character come to life, watching the world in silence. The Grison moves with frantic energy, a playful but fierce hunter that works in pairs to flush out small prey. Insects outnumber all other animals here combined, coming in every shape and size imaginable to fill every ecological niche. As the sun begins to lower, the sky turns into a canvas of fire, signaling the end of the day shift. The golden hour casts long shadows over the canopy, bathing the fierce wilderness in a soft and peaceful warm glow. Families of monkeys settle down on their sleeping trees, huddled together for warmth and safety against the coming darkness. The sounds of the forest begin to shift. The songs of birds are replaced by the rhythmic chorus of frogs and crickets. The spectacled owl opens its eyes, ready to rule the night with silent wings and hearing that detects a heartbeat. As the blue hour descends, the boundary between the earth and the sky blurs, and the forest takes on a mystical quality. On the forest floor, a magical transformation occurs as bioluminescent fungi begin to glow with a ghostly green. Fireflies dance through the air like floating stars, communicating with flashes of light in the deep darkness of the understory. The jaguar returns to the hunt, its eyes glowing in the dark, perfectly adapted to dominate the forest at all hours. The kinkajou, also known as the honey bear, uses its prehensile tail to navigate the high branches and bats swoop down over the river, using echolocation to detect ripples caused by fish swimming near the surface. The moon rises above the canopy, casting a silver path across the river, guiding the nocturnal creatures on their journey. The black caiman rules the night waters, a prehistoric shadow that glides silently, the undisputed king of the river. Giant moths replace the butterflies, seeking out pale, night-blooming flowers that release strong scents to attract them in the dark. Some beauty is reserved only for the night, as rare flowers unfold their petals to the moon instead of the sun. A blanket of mist begins to form over the water, trapping the humidity and keeping the forest eternally moist and alive. The symphony of the night reaches its peak, a chaotic yet harmonious orchestra, performed by millions of unseen tiny musicians. The elusive, silky anteater, a ball of golden fluff, moves like a ghost in the canopy, rarely seen by. Through gaps in the leaves, the universe looks down on this green world, a reminder of how precious life is. Slowly, the wheel of time turns, and the violet sky announces the return of the sun and the morning cycle. The highest leaves catch the first fire of dawn, signaling to the forest below that a new day has officially begun. The mist lifts like the curtain, revealing a forest that has been washed by rain and refreshed by the cool night. The morning chorus erupts once more, as thousands of birds greet the light with songs that define the Amazon's soul. The howler monkeys resume their posts, their deep calls reminding everyone that the cycle of life continues without pause. From the mighty jaguar to the tiniest frog, every creature plays a vital role in this intricate web of existence. The river flows on, carrying water, nutrients, and life, a ceaseless artery that pumps vitality into the heart of the continent. This is the lungs of our Earth, breathing in what we exhale and providing the oxygen that sustains all of humanity. In every seed lies the promise of the future, a hope that this green paradise will continue to thrive for eons. It is a place that commands respect, a wilderness that reminds us we are just a small part of a greater whole. As we drift over this emerald ocean, we realize that the Amazon is not just a place, but a living entity. Here, death is never the end, but simply the beginning of new life, a constant recycling of energy and matter. Like the butterfly flying towards the light, nature always finds a way to endure, to adapt, and to flourish against all odds. We leave this magical world as we found it, wild, beautiful, and teeming with the mysterious pulse of untamed life. May the secrets of the Amazon remain safe, and may its wild spirit continue to inspire wonder in generations to come. Thank you for joining us on this immersive journey through the sights and sounds of the world's most magnificent rainforest. If you enjoyed this peaceful escape into nature, please remember that every action we take can help protect these wonders. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Animal Facts World for more amazing adventures into the wild. Goodbye and see you soon.